Well, so I was actually heading up 75 north, just trying to get to the top of this and work my way down through it. And we already got caught in it just because so many people were trying to get off in different spots. It was the exit ramps where people were exiting, just trying to avoid that pinch point where you go down to 2 lanes. Remember, this is a continuation of this 2 lane in both direction that you saw with segment 2, which is still ongoing. So we're going to help you work your way around it in just a little bit. But this morning, we're talking about why this is going to take 4 years to finish up segment 3 of the I-75 modernization project.
So I'm glad that they are getting most of the roads done. We know that Michigan roads are the worst, but let's get some progress.
More construction is coming, and while everyone can appreciate the better roads they leave, the orange barrels are already wearing on drivers. I told Earl Sterling what was coming that Monday.
Boy, well, I'm really looking forward to that. God.
Their reaction isn't great. But the folks at MDOT remain positive because they know that this overhaul is crucial. Think back 5 years ago. More than half a dozen drivers were trapped on 75 as hard rains overcame them near 696. And we've seen it this year, too. Water can still overwhelm various parts of our system. A bad sign as climate experts warn more harsh rains are in our future. Well, the new project could cut down on issues like this that we've already seen.
This drainage tunnel will be able to capture all that freeway water runoff and separate it from the local system.
Also coming, sound barriers, new retaining walls, utilities have to be reworked, and of course, more pavement and bridge work, which is why this latest section will take a whopping 4 years to finish. This 5.5-mile stretch, a majority of the work beginning between 8 Mile and 11 Mile.
By far the most complicated and the most challenging, strictly because this is the only part of the project that is below street level.
Meaning drivers will have to prepare for the long haul.
It's starting to get to be a big mess.
So you can see we are back on the road this morning. Like I said, we drove I-75 from around 9 Mile up to about 13 Mile, and then we couldn't find our way off, so we had to drive way up past there. We flipped around. Now we're actually taking the roads to get you back on I-75 and show you what it looked like live on TV coming up in our 7 o'clock hour. I'll also take you there on Facebook. But Amory, I think a lot of people are just going to want to know, how do we just avoid this entire area?
No way, Matthew. I-75 is just one of those thoroughfares. Of course, Woodward is an option, but just like the northern areas where we saw the second phase, we're just going to have to bite the bullet and get through it. Wanted to give you a heads up that 9 this morning, we're going to see some more closures. These come in the form of exits, 9 and 8 Mile. Those exits from 75 southbound. Also the 9 Mile ramp to 75 southbound. That closes again. That's at 9 this morning. That will be through September as well. So that will be more and more congestion that we're going to continue to see.